Hey guys, and welcome back to DC Music Ministry. Sorry it has been so long since I have made a video. I have had some projects going on. One of them you guys will be finding out here soon. It's pretty exciting news. So today I want to make a video talking about if you're wanting to get into audio production, then I want to show you guys what to get, different options. So first off, so here's the deal. I'm still an extreme beginner. If you guys can see right here, where my mouse is at, right here, this is the StudioOne profile. I use StudioOne for my stuff, StudioOne Prime, which I'll show you guys how to get that. So that's what I use to produce stuff. I can't show you guys because it'll cut out my audio in OBS, but I can show you guys how to download it, and I can show you guys some pictures of it, of what it would look like. So I want to show you guys, this is Manlab. Whenever I didn't know if I wanted to do audio production or not, this is what I started with. So as you can see here, I have all kinds of projects. So we're just going to open up, I remember this one. This is a really weird song. This is before I knew anything about piano, which is why it's going to take forever to load. Woo! That was loud. Anyway, so we'll turn this back up. I don't know if you guys can hear that out of my headphones or not. That was loud. I have a little thing produced here, and I have absolutely no clue what I'm gonna do with this song. But yeah, this is literally the song that I wrote. There's no lyrics to it. It is just, this is before I have this microphone now. My microphone back then, this computer I have now didn't have this computer. I didn't have these headphones. This computer right over here was my computer. I only had one monitor. This is my only system I used for music. My microphone was Dollar Tree earbuds plugged into the microphone jack, and I had to scream into them to get audio that was about this loud right here. What you're hearing right now, that's about how loud it was. I have no clue if you guys can hear me what I just said or not, but the audio was super quiet and I was screaming into that microphone. So this is Manlab, or not, Manlab. So there's all these different instruments. Like here's piano. You guys can't hear the computer audio because my phone's being weird, but not my computer. But you can click the notes with your mouse, or you can get the computer keyboard. That hurt my ears a lot, but you can play it like that, so like that. There's all kinds of different categories like bass, brass, creator kits, so like that's like these little beats, like. And what I didn't know you can do is quantize it, but that's kind of cool. It'll automatically quantize for you. You can pan left and right, which is something that is really cool. You can add reverb to it, which is really cool. And there's all these different instruments. Like here's with that section, you have all these different instruments. You go to piano. You have all these different instruments. You can listen to little profiles of different sounds of them. You cannot hear the audio from my computer, obviously. It's acting up. But yeah, these are the tracks that I have so far for this song. So, oh yeah, you can also, so to add a track, you just click up here, and I can do like a voice, for example. I can pan this. I can mix right here. Here's my editor, where I can blow it all up. I can do pitch shift, all this kind of stuff, and I forgot. Here it is, right here. No, I need a MIDI editor, and so I can literally edit these tracks like this. Like I can drag that up. I drag that like that, and then whoopsie. Now I got a mess. Okay, I'm not gonna ever finish this song, so that's fine. So yeah, that is Manlab. That's how I started. I would not suggest producing music with this because if you it tends to lag a lot. It's not a very good system. But other than that, I like it. So it's good for if you want to figure out if you're interested in it. The next thing here, yeah, I don't want these saved. I want to show you guys how to download StudioOne. I use StudioOne Prime. There's 3 versions of StudioOne. StudioOne Prime, Artist, and Professional. If you know who Magic Jones is, he uses Professional, and I'll show you guys how to download those. So here on the Presonus website, I struggled finding how to download this. Is why I'm showing you. So you go to Products, and then you have your software here. So you have StudioOne, recording software, Notion software, control software, Studio Live, Series, plugins, blah, 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 blah. Click on StudioOne. And then it eventually loads. And now I gotta figure out where it's at. I need to click Buy Now. And so as you can see here, oh, they have a sale going on right now. So as you can see right here, there are 3 copies, 3 different versions of StudioOne. So this one right here is the one that I have, StudioOne Prime. It is free. It's not a sale going on it. It is free. It is always free. And so what you do is you just add to cart, and then log in and check out, and then you just follow what it tells you to do after that. StudioOne for Artist is kind of the middle. You want to buy it now if you're going to get it. It is $70 instead of $100, so you're saving $30. It is just I don't have it, but I mean I know it's good because StudioOne Prime is good, and this is you get all your information there. I'm not going to go through all of it because I'm trying to keep the video a little bit shorter. StudioOne Professional is right now $280 whenever it is normally $400. This is the best sale I have seen on it. The last sale I saw on it, it was $300. So this is right now the best sale that I have seen on StudioOne for Professional. So there's that. You can also get you have your upgrades and all that. This one right here, you can get this is a cool little thing. If you don't know what Notion 6 is, it's another Presonus software where you can literally it's a sheet music writing software where you can literally compose sheet music with it through the computer. Well, you double check me on this, but this purchase right here will sync. If I'm correct, if I remember this correctly, I haven't read this in a while, but I'm pretty sure it will sync Notion 6 to StudioOne with that purchase. StudioOne Artist, which is the $100 one, it'll sync StudioOne to it will sync it to where whatever you produce in StudioOne will compose it into sheet music. It'll notate it in Notion 6. Sorry, I was reading other stuff. I was not paying attention. I didn't know they had a USB flash drive. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so they have all this other stuff here. You guys can look at that. I like StudioOne. Someone who would know more information about it is Magic Jones. I will put his link down in the description. And go leave him a comment and say, hey, I'm interested in StudioOne. Can you give me some... So yeah. This one right here I used for a little while, and I don't know how to recommend it, honestly. I hate this software. I will probably never use it again. It's called Audacity. I hate it. In my opinion, it's absolute garbage. But at the same time, I have heard some amazing music produced from this. The reason I hate it is because I can't use it. I struggle with this software so much. The main struggle is I can't get the cursor, the line that goes across the screen, I can't get it back to retrack and stuff like that. And I struggle with switching between tracks. I just have so many issues with this software. I've heard amazing music. I can name several artists who use this software, and they make absolutely amazing music. Um, so this software, I believe StudioOne is compatible with everything, Mac, Windows, whatever this little pigeon, or not pigeon, but penguin thing is. I have no clue what that is. Just like Audacity is also compatible with Windows, Apple, and whatever the penguin is. I have downloaded it on a Windows 7 computer, so I know it works on Windows 7, and it obviously will work on Windows 10. I have never run it on Windows 10 and probably will not, but it would work. If it works on Windows 7, it will work on Windows 10. So here is the next one. I have never used this one, never touched it. I believe Magic Jones used to use this. I believe I saw a video of him talking about it. It's called Reaper. I have a friend who uses this, who goes to my school, and I know absolutely nothing about this software. This picture right here is going to describe it all. You got your tracks over here. You got your track over here, and this is where your tracks are at. You got your mix panel down here. And that's about all I know about this software. I really don't know much about it. The ones that I know a lot, I'm pretty good with StudioOne Prime, and I'm pretty good with GarageBand for iOS. I'm not good with everything else. So you can download Reaper right here. So you can get it on Windows. Oh, Linux is what that is. It says that this is for there's experimental builds. There's over here on Mac OS. They have 3 versions: 32-bit, 64-bit, and 10.15 Catalina. Over for Windows, they have Windows 32-bit and 64-bit. So that is Reaper. I know nothing about this. I can't suggest anything for that. Now, on to this. I'm not going to get into any other ones and talking about them, but I'm just going to mention them. So, like, here's one down here I wanted to tell you guys about. I forgot about. It's NHC software, or NCH, sorry. They do a lot of trials, so if you guys get the free trials, just know that they quit out. But I have downloaded 2 of their softwares, and I haven't gotten any viruses or anything, so it's a good. I don't know how popular of a company it is, but they built some pretty good systems. Here's Reaper that we were talking about. GarageBand. Thing with GarageBand, it's amazing. I love GarageBand. I'm actually on my phone here. I am producing an entire song with GarageBand. However, some chords, if you get into more complex chords, they don't have it programmed in the system, at least for iOS. So, for example, on one of my songs that I'm working on right now, it is not. It has a DSUS2 in it. Well, that is not programmed in GarageBand. So, also another thing, GarageBand is not compatible with Android phones or Windows computers. It is a strictly Apple product, but it is really good. If you have an Apple phone, if you have an iPhone, or if you have any kind of Apple product that is like not an Apple Watch, like if you have a Mac or an iPad or an iPhone, instead of using Manlab to see if you have an interest in this kind of stuff, use GarageBand, because GarageBand is a million times better. Ableton Live, I've never heard of that before. I cannot say anything about that, as well as FL Studio, Steinberg, Cubase, I've never heard of that. Logic Pro is basically the more expensive version of GarageBand, so I've heard. Studio Geek 32, it will know, he's an Apple guy. I have an iPhone, and that's all I know. I'm okay with GarageBand. If you I'll leave some links down in the description of people who I know use these different softwares. Josephine Day Schmidt, I think her name is. I have no clue. Uses GarageBand. Studio Geek 32, I believe, uses Logic Pro. Pro Tools, I know nothing about. I've heard of it, but I don't ever use it. Reason, I've never used. StudioOne, I talked about. Cakewalk Sonar I've never heard of. Acid Pro I've never heard of. I'm just kind of throwing some names out there. Sony Acid Pro, I don't know what that is. I think it'd be the same one as this, but I don't know. Bitwing Studio. So there's some different things for you. And how I found these all is I typed in audio production software, and it pulled up all of these that are popular on the web, and then there's all of these links. If you want more tutorials on how to use them, go to your friend YouTube. I've been learning a lot on how to use StudioOne Prime. So yeah, this video was just to give you guys, show you guys some different softwares you guys can use to get started and to learn. Like I said, I've used StudioOne Prime, GarageBand for iOS, and Audacity. I used Audacity for one day, for about an hour, and then I'm like, no. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.